Hello, this is Jay, and I'm going to share my Unity project re- results. Uh, in short, I could achieve all the project goals, but I had to do it the way I feel more comfortable. I'm going to show you while uh, presenting the project result without coding. So let's begin. So in the scene, as you can see, there is our player, uh, the gray capsule, and also three different colored cubes, and also white to black cubes, symbols, and the log and the door. That object is our interactable. So whenever our player collide with those kind of objects, there will be some sort of response, so reaction. It could be a sound, and also the change of the light color. So let me show you. First one is the green cube. As you can see, the light color changes to green, and also when it's collide, there was some pop sound. So, and also now it's a red cube. The light turned to red, and also there was a sound effects. The next one is blue cubes. It's the same. The light turned to blue, and there was also the sound effect. Now it's time to show you this white to black cubes. This time it's not about the color, it's about the intensity of the light. So when our player collide with this black, everything turns black because it has a zero intensity. And the next one is the little bit brighter because it has a little bit of intensity, and it's getting brighter and brighter, and also, and brighter. So the cube itself has all different light intensity, so it automatically apply to this pot light. So you see the room become full black to a little bit getting brighter. And also there is a sound effect whenever our player collide with these cubes. The clicking switch sound. And the next one is this log carpet. It's also our interactable. So when it hit, everything turn back to normal. So with the sound effect. So it's the same logic when it's collide. I put some coding to do that. And the last interactable is this door. So when our player collide with the door, it opens with the sound effect. You can also do it from the outside. So it open and close. So you can go get out and come in. I guess that's pretty much it in this scene explanation. The another thing I can mention is the background music. So it's a sound of music box. There is a loop, so you keep playing while I'm explaining. Now it's time to show you light probes. It's in this play scene it's hidden, but when I'm clicking it, yeah, as you can see there are plenty of light probes. So what it can do is it kind of gives some data to the moving object, so you can reflect the environment color almost in real time. That way the computer can save some resource and do it faster than without light probe. So it's quite useful. So now let me show you my coding, how I make it happen. The first one is about the set lighting color. So as you can see, the name of the code is set light color. So I put the same name here as a class and define all the name I'm going to be using in the code. So we start with get component audio source assigned to the object with this code. So whenever our player collide with that object, this audio source, specific audio source, will be played. I will show you in the next section, but here also we kind of find the game object with the tag dynamic lights. It's all the lights, pot lights in the scene. So we're kind of preparing to use that object when it meet the condition we set here. Here we kind of define what kind of condition it should meet to do exactly what it's supposed to do. So it's called on trigger enter. So when object collide with our player, the player actually has the tag player, so it knows what we are talking. And so when it collide with the object we defined, it will play, as I mentioned, it will play audio source we assign to that object with a specific audio source and volume we set here. and also it will turn the color of the light to the object color. So for example, if it's the red cube, the red cube on the scene, the name of that object was red cube. So if our player collides with red cube, what it will do is get the light component with the color, so and make the color to the red. So red cube make the light become reddish. Another thing is green cube. So same logic, turn it to the green light. And blue cube, blue. And the last one is log carpet. Even though it's a little bit bluish carpet, we set it to turn the light to white, to have some sort of resetting function. So it turns to the initial stage. And the last one is whenever the player collides with the defined object, it will say what object was collided. So on the console line. So that's what it does. And the next one is the intensity. So it's the next one. So same logic. I put the name to explain what it's doing. So and I put this code to the white to black cubes. So when player hit the cube, the light intensity changes, and all the logic behind it is quite similar with the color change. So we defined all the names here, and then the number here, volume, and duration, and also in the beginning we find the source of the audio and all the object with the dynamic lights tag. So prepare to execute some action when the condition meets. So same logic, the object collides with the player, it plays the assigned audio source with that volume, and when the cube named intensity cube 0.0, that specific cube, when it's collided with the player, the light intensity changes to 0. This number is double, and this number is float. So the light intensity should be float. So I put F to make it float. Same logic here too. So it's pretty straightforward. So when it's 0.25 named 0.25 cube, intensity becomes 0.25, 0.5, 0.5, and same logic here and there. And then when it's collided with that, it say it's collided with cube in the console line. I did it the way I feel more comfortable, but I also tried to achieve this more fancier way, but to achieve the goal on time, I had to do it this way, the way I know. And the last one is door interaction. So when player collide to the door should be opened so that player can get out and also come in. So similar logic here. When it's collide, there is a sound audio assigned to that, so it will be played. And also the door, this time it's not a light. The door should be rotate to the right direction. So we're gonna use that rotation as one of the response of this colliding to the door. So everything is pretty straightforward. Before colliding, it's 0, 0, 0 is the position, and when it was triggered by the collision, so player collide with this door, object name door rotation axis, door is open, become true, and as you can see here, rotation 90 degree is the y-axis. So the door open as it's supposed to be open, the way it's supposed to be open, so it rotates. And after that, when it's updating, we go back to 0, so which means closed. When the player collide with that door again, it will happen again and then closed again. So that's pretty much the logic behind all this. And same thing happened on the console line. It collide the door, and a message will show up in the console line. So this is pretty much it for the coding I wrote. Thanks for listening. Thank you.